The truck owner couldn't find replacement parts because the Kingpin was damaged. He had even planned to sell the truck at a low price. Later, he heard from a fellow driver that this workshop could machine a new Kingpin using a lathe, and it wouldn't cost much. Only about 2,000 rupees to make a brand new Kingpin. So the owner drove 200 kilometers to get here. He briefly told the mechanic the model of his truck. After understanding the situation, the mechanic said this was just routine work for a lathe operator. Now, the master goes outside and selects a broken balance shaft head. He brings it back to the shop to use as raw material for the Kingpin. First, he places the shaft head onto an automatic metal saw. Using the saw, he cuts it roughly to the desired length. This metal saw looks quite old-fashioned. Back in the 1980s and 1990s, machines like this were very popular among lathe workers. Its working principle is simple, similar to a car's windshield wiper. A motor drives a rotating disc, and the disc connects to a rod that moves the saw blade back and forth. This allows the saw to slide along the rail automatically. That's how it achieves automatic push and pull cutting. That said, even though this machine is old, it's still incredibly reliable. In just 2 or 3 minutes, this shaft head, with a diameter of over 10 centimeters, was cut cleanly into 2 sections. The cut surface looks perfectly smooth. Now, the master takes the cut shaft head to the lathe machine. He's about to begin the turning process. Before machining, he first aligns it precisely using a dial indicator. This step is extremely important. The margin of error must not exceed 0.02 millimeters. Otherwise, the finished Kingpin won't fit during installation. Even the experienced master with glasses doesn't dare to relax for a second at this stage. He focuses intensely on checking the alignment. Next, he mounts the cutting tool, slowly moves the tool carriage, and lets the cutting edge touch the surface. As the machine spins at high speed, metal shavings fly everywhere. In just a few seconds, the surface is turned perfectly smooth. Then, the master drills a positioning hole. He uses a live center to hold the shaft firmly, to prevent friction between the center hole and live center from causing wear or burning. He applies a bit of grease to the tip after securing the center properly. The master measures the shaft length and marks the cutting points. He then adjusts the cutting tool and begins machining along the marked area. Following the markings, he carefully shapes the shaft on the lathe. The cutting tool sharpened by the old master is truly different. It's razor sharp. It cuts through metal like mud. Watching the whole machining process is oddly satisfying and relaxing. Those who often watch our Pakistani brothers repairing vehicles should recognize this man with the glasses. He's not only an outstanding lathe operator, he's also a highly skilled welder. He can machine anything, and he can weld anything. Once, a boss from China offered him a monthly salary of 10,000 RMB, but he still refused to work abroad. It wasn't because he thought the pay was low. 10,000 yuan is nearly double what he currently earns. There were many reasons: language barriers, different living habits, and after much thought, he decided to give up that high-paying job. So here's the question: if it were you, and someone abroad offered you double your salary, would you leave your home country to work overseas? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments below. To ensure machining precision, after each turning pass, the master measures it again with a caliper, then continues machining. After both ends of the shaft are grooved, he proceeds to machine the shaft body. Since the shaft needs a precise taper, the master adjusts the compound slide to the correct angle before cutting. Then he resumes turning. Once the shaft body is turned to shape, he polishes it lightly with a scraper. Next, he cuts the threads. Anyone who can cut threads manually on a lathe deserves to be called a true master. It's easy if your lathe has built-in thread gauges and feed control. But if it doesn't and you can still cut precise threads, then, my friend, you're truly a top-level craftsman. After finishing the threading, he polishes off the burrs with a scraper. The turning work is now complete. Next, he takes it back to the metal saw to cut off the extra material. Once the excess part is removed, the brand new Kingpin is finally finished. Look at the quality of the result. It's good enough for mass production. You really have to admire the craftsmanship of our Pakistani brothers.